Well, hello YouTube. This is becoming a theme for me, but I'm gonna go for a run in the swamp and then stay in the swamp and fish. So I am right on the border between, more or less on the border between Big Cypress Swamp, Big Cypress National Preserve Swamp, and Everglades National Park. I talk about this in person with people a lot. I don't know if I've talked about it much on YouTube, but Big Cypress and Everglades are completely different systems, and people often will go out into Big Cypress and say they're in the Everglades, and that annoys me because it's not the Everglades. It's a different thing entirely. But anyway, so this is where I'm going. I can't delude myself into thinking that I'm not likely to be completely alone out here, so I do want to, there's a green heron just flew over to that cypress tree. I want to be perhaps even more cautious than normal, and just no unauthorized motor vehicles, so I am allowed to come out here apparently. Oop. All right, so I'm gonna run like 5 miles, and then if anything interesting happens while we're out, I'll show you. See you in a bit. This is an interesting juxtaposition because I can hear traffic on the very busy Tamiami Trail, US Highway 41 that goes between Miami and Naples. But if something were to happen to me out here, there's no chance that someone over there would see me, hear me. Like maybe if somebody's over there fishing on the canal, I could yell for help, and it'd take a while for somebody to get here. And it'd be easy to swim across the canal, but boy, I'd have to be really desperate to do that. The reason it may be sounding a little bit nervous or attentive or whatever is, there are definitely bears out here, black bears. So, you know, probably not a huge deal, but still. There are definitely panthers out here. To my understanding, there's never been a documented attack on a human by a Florida panther, but I fully expect that to change as we keep encroaching on their territories and they interact with us more. And then there's always the possibility of people. So, and if I had some kind of health problem or something out here, it would be a long time before somebody came to look for me. So it's definitely wakes you up. All right, let's keep running. You probably can't see it, but there's peacock bass swimming under those lily pads or whatever they're actually called. And this is Highway 41. As I said, it would be pretty trivial to swim over there if I needed to, except for the gators, of which there are many, and they are large. And it might be okay, but I wouldn't try it. One of the reasons I wanted to come over here was to scout this area to see if there's any more secluded fishing spots that don't get hit by everybody in the world, because everything over there, people just pull off the road and fish, so it gets overfished quite a bit. And so far, this is the first place I've seen that I could access the water. But I could definitely bring my bicycle out here and ride out here and fish any spots like that. So maybe a future visit out here. All right, should probably run some more. We're coming up on halfway and turnaround point. Oh, terrifying lubber grasshopper. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put a link in the corner. All right, that's halfway. If you're wondering about this, it's a sniper's veil. I am not a sniper, but it's handy for giving some protection from the sun while staying ventilated, and could be handy if I have to fight off a rabid bear. Hey, whip it. There it is. Finish line. I don't know if the GoPro is making it out, but it's before that big tower. All right. Well, that was easy. I'm really glad there was some shade back there, because here at the start it's really hot. There's no shade. Sun's been beating down on this all morning. It's July, I don't know, 13th or 14th, something like that, I forget now. And it's very hot. It's been quite hot here, hotter than normal. Not much hotter, but hotter. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna cool off, change, go find some place to try to catch a fish. All right, I've had some lunch. I feel like a human again. I see some fish. Oh, I don't want to cast there. Too many sticks. Ah, man. I'm not sure if that was a bass or a warmouth or what. Saw a couple little bass here, so we'll try our luck. And apparently we forgot how to fish. Okay. Well, I've been having some issues with this little lightweight reel. I bought this rod for $5 to go with this reel that a friend gave me for fishing for small fish, because it's fun on light tackle. But I will have to have a look at that sometime later. That's why I bring more than one. I've got my fly rod with me. I'd like to do some fly fishing today, but we'll see how this progresses. Definitely getting some attention from the bass. Whoa. The bigger one just came out from under the bridge. Or culvert, whatever this is. All right, I think the fly might be the order of the day. So the advantage to me for fly fishing is I can put the fly where I want it, leave it there for as long as I want. The disadvantage is, gotta remember the trees all around me. There's a bunch of bass in here now. Here, see how much better that works? There's the sunfish taking a look. See if I can get a little roll cast in here without getting tangled. And if no action here, we'll move on. Lots and lots of places to try, so. I haven't seen a lot of gators yet today, but here's one little guy, little person, little lady, whatever. Do you see any fish over here? Couple of decent bass in here. I took a look, but oh boy. Both big bowfin. Oh, dang it. He took a swipe at it a second ago. That time he kind of bumped it. Almost like he was mad. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's a big bowfin. I'm not really sure how big they get, but he's about as big as I'd want to catch on this rod, that's for sure. You can see there's a gar sitting right here underneath that rock. All right, Mr. Bowfin, where did you go? Well, I optimistically went and grabbed my fish grabber thing, thinking I might get the bowfin to finally bite, but looks like I missed my chance. All right. Well, at least something was taking an interest, so I'll keep going. There are a couple of Mayan cichlids over here on the upstream side. I'm going to see if I can drop a fly on them. Well, literally dropped that right on top of one of them. Only managed to scare him. Well, the only reaction they've had is to run away in fear. And if they don't do that, they just ignore it. So, sad thing is I only have about 4 more hours that I can stay out here. So a bunch of fish just scurried out from under this culvert. I don't think they were reacting to me, but there's a sunfish taking a look, but there's a big bass. Big for what I've been seeing today anyway. I don't even know if this is going to make it to video, but assuming it does, and it may be a fishing video in which I'd catch no fish at all. It's very hot today, and I don't know that the fish are particularly interested in chasing food around, so that's my excuse. I've caught a lot of fish out here, but not as much in the summertime. Try to get up in the shade there. When I've fished here other times a year, cast up into the shadows, and sunfish will pounce on a fly, but that's not happening today. Alright, I figured out what was wrong with this little reel. So let's see if maybe we can talk a little sunfish into taking a selfie. Oh, little bass took a nibble. Keep seeing sunfish turning and following the lure, but nobody wants to commit. I don't think there's anything to cast in over here. Nope. All right. Well, I got this rod working again, so I'll find another spot. When I was here last winter sometime, there's a log. Ooh. Oh. Thought I got a hit, but I think it just bounced off the log. There's a log on the bottom over here, and I was repeatedly catching little sunfish. Not sure what that green heron is trying to say, but maybe that it's going to start raining. Oop. Oh, man. Well, that was the first significant bite I've had. It was probably barely as big as the lure. Been pretty lucky with the storms. I don't know how much longer my luck is gonna hold out, but... Oh, man. Yeah, I'm getting hit by little guys here. All right, rain's not so bad. The mosquitoes are starting to annoy me, so. Looks like there might be a wall of rain down there. All right, we'll keep moving. Gonna get one cast in here. Actually, kind of hope I don't catch anything, because yeah, I'm gonna try. Well, this is Sweetwater Strand, and this is kind of the place I was wanting to fish the most. I'm hoping that this crowd will move on fairly soon. I'm hoping they're not here because there's a bunch of gators sitting here, but that's often the case. See what we can do. Trying to get a look at the radar to see if the storm is coming, going, building, or going to be right on top of me, but we'll take a quick look. Maybe we won't. Well, this will probably be the last spot we try on the loop road. This is one of my favorite spots. There's a decent gator sitting over there. I think there's a bigger one that's usually here. I don't know how long we're gonna stay here. Oh, that was perfect. Perfect. Jesus Christ. I think I caught 3 trees in that one cast. You see any fish over here, buddy? Oh. Oh, I'm getting hit repeatedly. And also getting bitten by mosquitoes. That's really helpful. Do I finally have something? Oh my gosh. Yep, little Oscar. Just a second, buddy. Hold on. These things are really slimy. Come on, buddy. Hang on. and really pokey, and I don't have my good gloves. Oh, hold on, there you go. All right, buddy. Whew, saved from a skunk. Well, the wise decision would be to call it a day. I just caught a little Oscar. I've seen everything that's in here today. Well, seen him just now. A lure earlier, but I've been fishing for like 3 hours and I literally just caught my first fish. So there was a guy who stopped where I was fishing, and the alligator that's always there was there. I don't know if I got that on video or not. And the guy mentioned that he was a licensed trapper for FWC, and then he started doing a little baby gator distress call 10 feet away, I'd say 10 feet away from this gator who was sitting pointed at the bank. And it's like, man, you know, that's a way to call a gator up, not usually because it wants to be friendly, and that's a great way to make that alligator become a nuisance, which means he would have to trap it. And the way they make money when they trap the alligators is they kill the alligator and sell the meat and the hide and stuff. Something like 8,000 alligators a year are killed as nuisance alligators in Florida. It takes almost nothing for an alligator to be deemed a nuisance. Basically, if it's somewhere where there are people and someone says they're scared of it, it's a nuisance. I don't know if that guy's ulterior motive is, oh, let me make this alligator more likely to be a nuisance so I can make some money, or what. But anyway, I've done that. I've done the baby gator call, and I've not put it on the internet because I don't want to encourage people to do it. When a big bull alligator hears that, he can sometimes interpret that as a dinner bell. And when he gets to where the sound is coming from and finds you, it's not a great situation. So anyway, it's kind of annoying. Hi, editor Jason here. I just wanted to add a couple of thoughts to this video. I just was editing it and realized how long that alligator had been sitting in that spot in plain view of me, and I didn't see it. He's surprised me there before in a previous video. So, I mean, I know he's there. I see him there basically every time I go out there. And I went and looked and didn't see him, and then just kind of forgot about it and didn't even look again when I went back to that spot. You know, I got to the area, went and fished another spot in that area, and then a minute or two later came back and just didn't see him. Just a word of caution. I mean, I'm pretty regular visitor to the swamps. I'm pretty respectful of alligators and try to be very, very careful, and I didn't see him at all. So just a word of caution, I guess. The other thing is, in my discussion about the guy who claims he was a trapper and was calling up the gator, I didn't know this at the time, but actually that morning, a 79-year-old man in Collier County, the county I live in, was bitten by an alligator in a golf course community. He was out for an early morning walk at like 5 in the morning. As I understand the story, he was out walking on the paths of the golf course and surprised a 7-foot female. My speculation is that she was protecting a nest. I think that largely because that's a pretty small alligator to attack a full-grown human. In my opinion, I'm not an expert, but you know, that's what I think. And the fact that it bit him and didn't drag him into the water and kill him suggests to me that maybe it was more of a defensive bite, like stay away from my nest or something. I have no idea, but that's what it seems like to me. That alligator unfortunately has been killed, and fortunately, the last I heard, the gentleman survived, although I'm sure that's a bad injury for anybody, especially someone at 79 years old. So hopefully he has a full recovery. Anyway, just want to basically provide a sober reminder that even someone who claims to be very careful can be standing right next to an alligator and not even notice it, and B, they do bite people. So anyway, back to the video. If you ever want to drive the loop road, It's actually completely doable in basically any normal car. But man, this last stretch, or the first stretch, depending on which direction you started from, this is the westernmost entrance. Man, it is in worse shape than I've ever seen it. The water's not deep, but man, there's a lot of potholes. It's just really rough. So if you come anytime in the near future, just be forewarned, you might lose a filling. This is not a great place. Sorry. Just wanted you to see him. I was trying to scare him off. Terrible cast. All right, well, that was a perfect cast. I'm just gonna go with that one. If I catch something, great. If not, off we go. And nothing. All right, get across the street while we can. Yeah, there's some of these bridges have a little bit of a place you can get off the road. You're still, you know, close to the traffic, but it's not quite as dangerous. But that did not feel safe, so we'll keep going, because I'm trying to be safe out here with lightning and thunder and alligators and snakes and people. Okay, this really is going to be it. I see you. This really is going to be it. I've fished here, I don't know, 6 times maybe in this spot, and I've never caught a fish here. Hi, you're okay. So anyway, I like this spot though. It's really pretty. So thought might as well take a look. Just for laughs. What can it hurt? Okay. But I think this is a good place to call this a video. So if I catch something, I'll edit it in. But anyway, thank you for joining me on this little quote adventure. If you like this sort of stuff, make sure you subscribe, click like, leave comments, all that good stuff. You know how it works. And I'll see you somewhere in a swamp or on the boat, or, well, my record is intact. Thanks for watching. See you next time.